You were drinking pretty heavily.
Were you there?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Could you say that again, Mr. Rottenborn?
Hearsay, Your Honor.
Did you know recent evidence has shown that Amber Heard's whole case against Johnny Depp is built on a lie? No, we're not kidding. No wonder she is crying in the courtroom. In this video, we're debunking the wrongful claims that have been made against Depp, so stay tuned. By now, the whole world knows about the court battle between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. It has just been a few days, but much evidence from both sides has come to light. Even before the trial started, there was enough evidence. After Depp sued Amber for $50 million for tarnishing his image in front of the world, Heard countersued him for $100 million for calling her a liar. This was the start of 2020, and that's exactly when evidence started popping up. Because the Me Too movement was at its peak, Amber Heard received support from everyone, and it seemed as if Johnny was just going to go down in flames like other Hollywood A-listers did after controversies engulfed them. Disney cut ties with him, and no one was even thinking of hiring him. When asked about it during the trial, Depp said, "It doesn't surprise me given 2 years had gone by and just constant worldwide talk about me being this wife beater," alleging Heard publicly defamed him. So I'm sure that Disney was trying to cut ties to be safe. The Me Too movement was in full swing at that point. Depp was also removed from the upcoming installment of Fantastic Beasts and replaced with Mads Mikkelsen. The bad publicity cost him lucrative work. This was mainly the reason he sued Amber for $50 million. In 2020, Depp accused The Sun, a British tabloid, of libel after a column described him as a wife beater. Heard testified at the trial, saying Depp threatened to kill her many times during their marriage. Depp actually lost the case in November 2020. It was also the same year when evidence started coming to light that finally gave Depp some breathing room. In audio tapes recovered by the Daily Mail, Heard admitted to once having started a physical fight with Depp. She can be heard saying,
"Closed fist."
You didn't get punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you. I did not fucking deck you. I fucking was hitting you.
You can't
I don't know
deck
what
me.
the motion of my actual hand was, but you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
she added in the audio,
I'm not sitting here bitching about it, am I? You are.
Oh,
That's the difference
you
between
poor
me and
toes.
you. You're a fucking baby.
Because you start
You
physical
are
fights?
such a baby.
Because
Grow
you-
the fuck up,
Because you start
Johnny.
physical fights?
this audio recording showed the world Depp wasn't the only one in the wrong. Depp has already said in court that Heard was the violent one in the relationship, not him. At the time of their divorce, the two also released a joint statement describing their relationship as intensely passionate and at times volatile, but always bound by love. During the recent trial, another recording was played in which Heard admitted to starting a physical fight between them, and then can be heard downplaying Depp's reaction to the altercation. They were talking about a fight that took place in 2015 in Australia that resulted in Depp severing his finger after Heard allegedly threw a glass bottle toward him. These aren't the only cases of Heard physically abusing Depp or talking about it. Depp also claimed Heard roundhouse punched him, which resulted in a bruise under his eye. He also claimed that during the altercation, he thought she hurt her foot on the door, and when he went to check on her, according to Depp, she kicked the bathroom door into my head. And I was completely taken aback by such a corrosive, horrific move. At one point in the relationship, things got so bad that Depp saw the side of Heard he had never seen before. Taking the stand in the trial, Depp talked about the night of Heard's 30th birthday on the 21st of April 2016. There was a birthday dinner party that Depp was supposed to attend. Depp said he was more than an hour late because of a meeting with his financial advisors. His accountants and business manager had told him that he was in worse financial shape than he believed. Depp testified, "After 30 years of working in the industry, I was pretty shocked to learn exactly where I was financially." Depp texted Amber he was going to be late, and she told him to pick up wine and weed on the way back. After the dinner, Heard started a verbal barrage because Depp was late. According to Depp, he didn't really engage with her. Heard even hit him, but he grabbed her shoulders, sat her down on the bed, then he told her, "I said I was leaving, please don't follow me." Heard then allegedly punched Depp in the face multiple times as he was leaving, but ultimately left her in the apartment and went to his Hollywood Hills house. The next day, when he thought about going back and getting his personal belongings from the penthouse, his bodyguard Sean Bett advised him against it. Bett then showed Depp a photograph sent by the housekeeper. It was feces on his bed, where he and Heard used to sleep. Yes, you heard that right. Depp said, describing the reaction to seeing the photo of the feces.
My initial response to that was, I laughed. It was so outside. It was so bizarre and so grotesque that I could only laugh.
Objection calls for hearsay.
Let me ask you a different question, Mr. Depp.
Yes. Let's let him object to another one.
There's really no abuse worse than this. If that doesn't show how crazy Heard is, I don't know what will. She has actually denied the incident and said that Depp showed up later to the party, beat her, and then he left. It's just his word against hers. So why don't we get some more real evidence that shows Heard's whole case might just be built on a lie? Heard has said she was abused multiple times by Depp, but we have seen, or rather heard from the tapes, that she was the violent one. Talking about physical abuse, Heard's story has a lot of discrepancies, which will shock you. During the trial, an LAPD officer testified for Johnny Depp. This was related to an incident that also happened in 2016. After an alleged fight, Heard made a 911 call and Officer Tyler Haddon responded to it. During his deposition, Tyler said that when he arrived at the penthouse, Heard refused to talk to him, and she also had no sign of an injury. Haddon stated, "Just because I see a female with pink cheeks and pink eyes doesn't mean something happened." Depp had already left the penthouse too, and the officer said that he had no idea who Amber Heard was or that she was married to Johnny Depp. This incident is important because it occurred just 6 days before Heard went to a Los Angeles courthouse to apply for a temporary restraining order with a clear mark visible on her face, which she said Depp inflicted during a fight. She was granted the restraining order. Another important thing to note here is that Heard's own parents support Depp in the court battle. Heard and Depp may be apart, but he's still very close to the family. And there's also an interesting text exchange between Heard's mother and Depp, who told him that it was the lawyer's decision to have Amber get a restraining order. She was forced into it to make the case against Depp seem more authentic. That doesn't surprise us at all. These are the same lawyers who alleged that Heard used to hide the bruises and injuries inflicted by Depp with Milani's Conceal and Perfect All-in-One Concealer Kit. This claim was debunked by Milani Cosmetics when they recently made a TikTok video explaining that Amber Heard could not have used the concealer kit as it was launched in 2017. The lawyers couldn't even do the one thing that they're supposed to be good at: lying. If that doesn't make Amber Heard cry, I don't know what will. In just 2 years, Johnny Depp has won back his supporters, and it now seems like he has a chance at winning this thing. But we all know it's just the start, and the case can go anywhere. That's it for today, folks. What do you think about all this evidence against Amber? Let us know in the comments. And stay tuned for updates because it is just getting started. See you in the next one.